shows hundreds of farmers continue to march to central London, voicing their concerns over Labour Party's changes to inheritance tax. A convoy of tractors, also adorned with union flags and also placards, filled the streets around the Parliament Square in loud and defiant demonstration.
The farmers continue to protest in central London, opposing the inheritance tax changes proposed by the Labour Party. The amendment seeks to overturn a tax break dating back to 1990s. Agricultural property was earlier exempted from inheritance tax. However, under the new guidelines, a 20% inheritance tax on agriculture assets valued over £1 million will be imposed.
Mr. Speaker, as he knows, we put £5 billion into farming over the next 2 years. That's a record number under the budget. Last week alone, £350 million to support farmers in the United Kingdom. That does contrast with the last government, who was an underspend of £300 million in relation to farmers. In relation to inheritance tax, as he knows, in a typical family case, the threshold is £3 million, and therefore the vast majority of farmers will be unaffected, despite the fear-mongering of the party opposite.
The changes will be implemented in 2026. Farmers claim the tax burdens an industry already struggling, saying that rising costs and slim margins will further put them in debt. While British Prime Minister Keir Starmer defended the policy, he claims that the vast majority of farmers would not be affected due to the £3 million threshold for paying the taxes. Thousands of people aboard tractors drove past Starmer's Downing Street office, flashing signs that read, "No farmers, no food," and "Save British farming."
Canada yesterday responded to Trump's trolling comments. Canada's response followed after US President-elect Donald Trump, took a light jab at his Canadian counterpart on Tuesday, referring to Justin Trudeau as the governor of the great state of Canada. Here's the face-off. Canada's former ambassador to the UN on Thursday responded to Trump's trolling comments on Canada and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
You wonder why the President-elect Trump wants to put tariffs? Because we're a threat to the U.S., because we're a manufacturing powerhouse. We created more manufacturing jobs last year.
On Tuesday, Trump took a light jab at his Canadian counterpart. In his post on Truth Social, Trump referred to Justin Trudeau as the governor of the great state of Canada. Last week, Justin Trudeau flew to Florida for dinner with Trump. Trudeau discussed Trump's tax threats on all products.
As far as the government of Canada is concerned, the real temptation is to respond in kind, but of course we can't do that. What's needed here, in my view, is for the Prime Minister to speak personally to Trump on the telephone soon and to communicate to him that this message is offensive in every way to Canadians and to Canada.
Trump threatened Canada to impose 25% tax on products entering the US from Canada when he takes office in January. In response to Trump's threats, Trudeau signaled his government is prepared to defend Canadian interests.